Hello everyone, this is Sean and welcome back to episode number 7 of our Wattford Skellington Railroad Transport Fever Let's Play. We're on hard difficulty on a free game Euro map, and when we left off, it was 1891 and we were just starting up this new line. Got some cattle waiting up here to go down that's going to get made into food that's going to end up bringing some food back to this town and provide us a whole new revenue stream. So now we've just got some time to kill while the revenue or while the money starts coming in. Got all these new trains over here upgrading. Look at that thing, that's huge. So long. They're going to start backing up behind these little trains. You're going to maybe see that happen. Oh, not quite, but maybe at the next signal because this train is going so much faster than that train. But they're not quite catching up to each other yet. Maybe at this one? No. Nope. Oh, there we go. Yep, you could see it slowed down there. And that one definitely had to stop. So, that's the problem when you're in a intermediary, in between trains. I guess what I could do is start pulling them off the line when they come into Alpha Depot here, or Alpha Station, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think the profits are going to be pretty heavy, and we will be all right. Now, one thing that I could do for both Skellington and probably Watford is divide up, because right now this bus station isn't covering everything. So I probably should divide this up into two. It's too bad we can't cover this area down here. Like this covers a lot of that. Maybe if I put a road into here, like that, and like going, how much would it cost to go through here? Boy, $250,000. I don't really want to spend that much money on that. Does that still doesn't cover? Shoot. Like this covers such a small area. This covers such a huge area. It's really weird. And we don't need any overlap. What I need to cover is all this down here. Yeah, like that all covers so much of the same area. How are things looking over here in Watford? Yeah, same thing. Now this one looks like probably be a little easier to split this one up into two. If we put one station here, and then the other one over, say over here. Yeah, that kind of covers the whole town. So we only have, we have the two lines that are going through Watford. We have Watford bus and we have Watford goods. And so we go, we're gonna kill Kings Road. And we will go, so we'll go lower Skellington there. And then, oh boy, that is going a long ways. Up to there, and then to there. And so let's eliminate Kings Road. And then up here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go 1, we'll do it backwards though. 2, 3, 4. Eliminate Kings Road. There we are. And we'll close that one down. And I don't know how that's going to, like, that should help the town grow, and it should help, I don't know, distribute our goods better or something. I really don't know. Do we need more vehicles on the lines? Hard to say. Nothing's really piling up here. We still haven't upgraded all of our trains. I don't know how much it costs to, what does it cost to upgrade these trains? Tell me if I look here, 1.7 million, 2.3 million. So it's going to be a little bit before we get those trains upgraded. So that's got that whole part of the town. It's too bad we can't get this whole part of the town. So I think we're going to leave the central depot for now, and then we'll worry about expanding it out later. Just going to go ahead and delete that station rather than leave it there kind of unused. Let's take a look at the how many trains do we got left to upgrade on this line. Vehicles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, we still have plenty of trains to upgrade. We're going to need about $15 million to get all those done. And we still have $10 million in debt that we're going to want to pay off too. So probably not a lot of expansion in this episode. It's probably going to be more just waiting for this stuff to get, waiting for this line to get more profitable, and then waiting for all of these trains to upgrade. We could do while we're waiting for all this stuff. It's too bad you can't keep these windows open while you're waiting. That's a real shame. We can follow our new train along its route though, and that should be somewhat interesting. Let's go ahead and open up that window and just sit back and relax and enjoy the scenery as it goes by. Passing through all these stations and going up that hill. I do like that we can see the speed over here at least, so that's one little thing. But it'd be nice to know like what this train has loaded right now and if it's carrying anything. It kind of means the same thing as what I just said, but I said it in different words. That's always fun. Over these little rolling hills. That's the only drawback I think to the short section strategy that I use in laying down track is when you watch the trains, especially from the cab view, you get these weird little ups and downs and bumps and stuff that, just like it's not very realistic. Some rolling hills are definitely realistic, but not the kind of, roller coastery hills almost that we have with the trains here. It kind of gives seasickness watching it, especially when you go over roads like that. That's definitely not realistic. Nothing I can do about that. The way it handles building track over roads is just like that. That's just how it handles it. Climb up this final hill here, the big arching curve, and pull back into the station. And let's see, did you bring any? You did not bring anything with you, unfortunately. But now you're taking livestock back, so you should be making money soon. Where's the train returning? It should have a little bit of food on it. Oh, 27 food. That's more than a little bit. And how are things doing up here in Bentham? We should be carrying the food. How are you producing? Okay. We don't have a lot of cattle waiting there. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is click on the city name. We haven't delivered any food yet. I think this train that's coming into the station will be the first one that actually has any food on it. I say it's coming into the station. I meant that more in a eventually kind of way because it's definitely taken its sweet time getting in there. Looks like we've upgraded one train in the meantime over here, so we're about halfway there. That's kind of nice. A lot of trains on this line, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 trains on this line. I wonder why. Oh, because of the passenger trains. I was like, I wonder why it jumped from 12 to 14. But that's because we have those 3 passenger lines running over on the other section there. But I like this. Look at all that cattle that's waiting there. So we're gonna look at that, a full train. Woohoo! I mean, even not running full, it's making pretty decent money. So lots of food waiting down there to be delivered. I like that. I really like that. And then over here, we are keeping all of our passengers happy. Not able to keep up with our buses. So maybe we need to throw a few more buses onto this line. Oh, we can upgrade. Oh my gosh, so many upgrades. Where do I put our money? Here we're holding on just fine with the passengers. But the other, so I think I'm going to upgrade the Wattford bus line. We'll set vehicle to the Landauer, and we will upgrade all of those. And that will help because there's a lot of passengers just waiting over here, and we definitely want to try to keep our passenger trains running as full as we can. But what was the point of separating out the two stations if we aren't going to have enough buses to handle all those stations? So, and our passenger service, not quite making as much money, and our trains aren't running quite as full as they were, unfortunately. So we might end up scaling down to 2 trains here. Yeah, we probably will. We'll upgrade those trains and we'll scale down to 2, but I'm going to let them run right now at kind of less than full for while we just worry about having our money go into upgrading these trains, and we're down to 5. And then also upgrading our buses on the Watford bus line, which looks like is already finished upgrading. So we're going to put that back up to 100, turn you on to no. And pretty much all of our vehicles need to be upgraded. I don't think there's a upgrade in the truck line. Oh, there is. Wow, that's cool. So 5 and 6, and they go faster as well. So there's definitely an incentive to upgrade those, but I think that upgrading our trains is still the most profitable goal right now. So I'm going to worry about upgrading those trains, and then we'll worry about upgrading all of our trucks. And then after that, we probably ought to worry about paying down our debt, or maybe getting an additional train onto this line, because I think these trains will be running full before too long. Although they aren't running full quite yet, which kind of surprises me. Is that one? See, even that one isn't full. I wonder why that is. Just not enough production? Like Bentham definitely isn't getting overserved on its food. Gonna turn off the, nope, not that, turn off that. It's not too much stuff waiting down here. Oh, look at this, we'll get another train upgraded. We've got $2.5 million in the bank. So that'll probably be this little one right there, gonna get upgraded. Look at that, boom, big train. Oh, and we have $1 million left over. Now these trains are still running full, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh, so profitable. Look at the new train, it's the bigger train. Much less profitable because the maintenance costs. It's such a shame. But it's running like it carries so much more stuff. You'd think it would be making a lot more money. But those maintenance costs, ugh, look at that one. Didn't even run full. And they don't quite run full on the way back. Now that's something I don't understand. How, like these things are supposed to be 1-to-1, right? Goes 1-to-1. And this one's definitely 1-to-1. Why is it that they're not running completely full? I don't get it. This line, I think we probably ought to go ahead and upgrade our vehicles on this one too, because it's not quite keeping up with the like we're getting stuff piling up here. That's what I'm trying to say. So we want to upgrade all those vehicles too, and that'll help us keep our trains running more full. Well, we've got stuff piling up in the station, so they definitely should be running full both ways. Well, that's a good way to keep people playing your game is if you make it fun enough to where, and understandable enough to where you can keep these things running properly, but still a little too confusing to completely understand how it works. Like, I'm not going to be able to game the system. All right, so we're down to 4 trains on this one that need to be upgraded. Keep an eye on those until it happens. Now, why is that one only going like 20 miles an hour? It must be climbing that hill. Yeah, that's what it is. It's climbing the hill. So I'm pretty sure the more advanced trains can climb those hills without any problems. Which one are we watching? We're watching number 7? Nope, we're watching number 5. Number 9's, well, it was only at 18, 19 miles an hour, but that is changed. So whichever one gets into the station next is going to get an upgrade to the fancy new super train. Burton and Latimer, what are we going to do with this town? Are there any services that we can provide? We can provide it with tools. If we get lumber going out, we can put a station right here and be able to provide that with tools. It's a little hilly, but so once we get Burton and Latimer connected up to tools, we can connect it up to Skellington and get passengers going in. We could run a short line over there, but I don't think that short line, I don't think that's long enough to be profitable. You kind of need to have a longer line. So we would run it. Where else is there a lumber? There's a lumber mill down there, so we can run it down to there. And then if we bring that lumber back up to here, is there a food factory around here? No, but we could extend the line to this food factory, I suppose. And then we can use that to take food to Hangton and Craven Arms. All right, that's some good thinking there. Surely one of these is upgraded. This one has. There we go. Close that one down. And now we're down to 3 that need to upgrade. Not quite able to do it for this one, huh? How about this one? Nope. No. So you can see that the trains are really backing up, and so we're gonna. It's gonna be kind of a problem because all of our trains are gonna be clumped up together. Although they do seem to be clumped up in 2 clumps, which is weird. I wonder if I would be well advised to just start pulling them off when they come into this station, and then no, I don't think so. We'll just have to balance them out once they all get upgraded. Maybe I'll do that between episodes or something. On the other hand, what difference does it really make? Like, we are not keeping up with delivering stuff, that's for sure. So that could potentially end up causing some problems. Wow, actually, we might be overproducing at this point. We're not really getting much over here to Watford, but I do need to be aware of the potential that we could be overproducing and over-delivering, or under-delivering and overproducing, or something along those lines. So it may actually be a smarter thing to maybe just remove these 3 trains, just pull them off altogether, and not, you know what I mean, just like not have them running, so we don't oversupply. We've been at this for what, 6 years trying to upgrade these lines? Maybe in a year, like a real life year, I'll figure out enough of this game to where I could make those decisions more knowledgeably, Right now I just don't feel that I know this game well enough to make that decision. I think this train will probably upgrade once it hits the station. I guess not. I thought it would upgrade because it sells the train, when it upgrades, but I guess it doesn't take into account how much money you're going to get for selling the train and applying that towards the cost of the next train. Oh well. Now we definitely should be able to get all of them upgraded on their next stops. This one will be pulling into this station eventually, right? But it's got a ways to go, I think. Look at those cars, so filthy. Filthy and beat up. probably dying of maintenance costs. Yeah, they're not too high. So I guess these spike years are the ones where it somehow manages to hit both stations in 1 year. Really long line between the two stations. Back to overview. Good thing about these slow trains, there's nobody in front of them. Just a bunch of trains lined up behind them. There we go. Although it's not stopping all of them, like that one's moving pretty smoothly. And then the one that just ended up having to stop is, oh, now see the one that's 2 trains back is having to stop too. All right, well, good. So we've got $4 million now, so we definitely should be able to upgrade both of these trains. And then I can set all the rest of my vehicles to upgrade, and that will help us get a smoother flow of goods. I will upgrade the delivery to Skellington and Watford first because our stuff is really piling up there. I'm concerned that that's going to become a serious problem, that we've got too much. You know what? I think we might actually have too much stuff going in, being delivered. I think I am gonna send this train back to the station and then just sell it off, rather than. So you know what? Let's. I guess I don't necessarily need to pause that. Let's turn you off because we're not gonna upgrade you guys. We're gonna send you back to the station or back to the depot, and we're gonna sell you. And we'll do the same with this one once it reaches its station. So that means we can start setting these up to upgrade. So that's not the one I want to upgrade. The one I want to upgrade is Skellington. There you go, Skellington. And we'll set you to that thing. Yes. And Watford as well. Okay. Yes. Great. And now we're probably once we get rid of this train, we'll be in good shape. And once we get rid of that train, we will also be at the end of the episode too, because we've only got about 2 minutes left. But I think we'll stick around until I get this train taken care of. Otherwise, I'll forget. Let it run through the first route of the next episode. What's our issue up here? Okay, so you just need more stuff delivered. Well, we're delivering a lot of stuff. What are you complaining about? I mean, that's a mixed bag with that thing flashing up there, but I'm not going to complain about it. Look at all this money we have, $6 million. Holy mackerel. See, I told you we're going to be making a ton of money. So that means we can actually start looking at expanding the next one, because we're not going to do another train upgrade until 1910. What we could do is work on expanding, or not expanding, but clearing up the passenger service, getting that down to 2 trains and upgrading the trains to the faster, to these ones, because I think 2 trains with a couple of additional cars probably will be enough. No point sitting on this one. Just sell that. A couple $100,000, not even a couple $100,000, $100,000. Great. Send you to the depot. Sell you off. Those are all upgraded, so we can change you to no. You're all upgraded. Percent no. Great. We'll go ahead and set those ones up to upgrade, but I'll worry about that between episodes. Great. Well, I think we're going to call this one good. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. We are really doing well in this series, better than I expected. I will admit that right off the bat. And hopefully we can continue to aggressively expand. So let's keep working on that in the next episode. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Like the video if you want. And I hope to see you on the next episode. See you then. Bye.